What's up, y'all? I'm Chanel with Lizzie's Charm, and we are about to get into your December reading. Okay. I am a psychic intuitive, a root worker, and a spiritual support guide here just to help you through your journey in whatever way it is that you are needing in a spiritual way, right? Tapping into the other side of things. So if you are interested or in need of any services that I offer, you can go ahead and check out in the description box below. Okay. And you will see the link to the website, and you can, touch everything there. So I'm looking down because this light in my glasses, I want y'all to be able to see my eyes. And if I look up, if I'm over here, it's just like, all right. So I'm doing my best, but I hope y'all feeling good. Okay. We are gonna get into this December energy. All right. We started the month off with the moon in Pisces. So with that is just a very intuitive space for us to be in. A very because Pisces is a lot about the collective consciousness, right? The celestial realm, the cosmic things, the cosmic mystery of things, So this is also a lot about, unconditional love and recognizing where it is that we sacrificing ourselves. The ruler of Sagittarius, which is the sign that we're starting this month in, Jupiter, is the original ruler, traditional ruler, ancient ruler, however you want to call it, of Pisces, okay, before Neptune came about. So basically, this is us really being at home with ourselves, with our intuitive, creative, genius type abilities right through this month. That's really how I'm seeing this, because I feel that the moon always gives us a good pinpoint of how it is that we are going to be moving through the rest of the month, and because Capricorn season happens on I believe the 20th, the 22nd. I'm not sure. I'm gonna briefly speak about those things in a moment, but on the 21st. So it's basically us moving forward, us building, us, creating, because the moon is in a wax and gibbous phase. So this is go big. This is be big. This is we're not full yet, but almost there kind of thing. So we are going to get into these psychic intuitive messages to see what it is that spirit, our ancestors, our guides, our God, Most High, Allah, however you name it, Yahweh, I don't know, whatever name you call it, the all that is, okay? We're about to see what messages it is that they have for us for this month. So I'm gonna do this by element, like the other readings have been, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle out all the cards. We're gonna do a collective, and we're gonna go fire, air, earth, and water. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Whew. And after I pray, I'm going to talk a little bit about the astrological placements that will be coming upon during this time. So, for spirit, ancestors, spirit guides, souls, the collective of the elements who are watching this video at this time, I ask that you come through and provide them with the messages it is that they need at this time. What do they need to know right now? What is it that is going to serve them for this month of December? Where are they headed? What do they need to know? What is the advice? What challenges, blockages, understandings do they need to have going forward? What is hidden? What is unseen? What is in the way? Thank you for your presence in our lives, showing up in your protection, in your coverage, in your guidance. We thank you, Ashe. Okay, so in December, Neptune is going to station direct on the 3rd. So that'll be on Saturday. And Neptune has been in retrograde for I think about 5 or 6 months. Don't quote me, but you could definitely go look it up, or you can go check out House of Chiron's astrology video. I'll be sharing a video, an astrology video of hers for the month of December. Okay, so but on her page, from there you'll be able to get access to her page, and you can go find all these things out in more detail. Okay, so on the 6th, Mercury will be going into Capricorn, so we'll be going from a very traveling mind, right? A mind on the bigger picture, to one that is more focused on the goal, right? The achievement, making it happen. What is it? What mindset is needed in order for that to be a thing? Okay, how is it that we are going to get there? In a sense, what's the foundation, right? What understanding is it that's needing to be held in order to make a thing real, right? Because once you're on that journey in Sagittarius, of figuring things out, then you begin to be like, hey, all right, these are my building blocks. This is what I need to do, So then we have this full moon on the 7th, which is in 6 days, okay, in Gemini. And I think that is going to be a really fun energy, for real. It's just going to be a feel good. It might be a little erratic because Gemini is very nervous system oriented. It's very mental energy, but at the same time, it's gonna be very awakening for some, like, oh, it makes sense kind of thing, So then Venus Capricorn on the 8th. What is that? The 8th on 9th of this month. Okay. And with that is basically giving us a very stable love language, right? This is like a commitment beyond commitment. If that's even a thing, like Venus in Capricorn is there for the long haul. It's going to find a way to make things happen, unless it's just something impeding on its goals and not allowing love to happen in the way that is desired. So that it's wanting, right? That it's stable, that's unbreakable, right? It's like a ruling in love, honestly. So on the 20th, Jupiter is going to move into Aries. That's going to be fun and quick, and it'll be there pretty much until, oh, you know what? I'm not sure. I don't know why, y'all. I am not sure. Okay. So, outside of that, the sun moves into Capricorn on the 21st. So we'll be in a new zodiac season. We'll be closing out the year. Not long after that, we'll be having a new moon on the 23rd. Chiron been in retrograde, is stationed in direct in Aries on the 23rd as well. So wow, that's gonna be some really powerful energy. That's gonna be a square. Is it a square? No, it's a 9-degree orb, right? So that's basically it's definitely going to bring a sense of like clarity for us. We may be, I'm hearing like attainment. We are attaining something if we've been working through the pain, working through the wounds, whatever that has been, right? Especially in regards to our identity, right? And how we are feeling about a thing. So we're about to get into our retrograde season with Mercury, and Mercury will be going in retrograde through the earth signs from here, from the 23rd, what is that? The 29th of December, and it'll be in earth signs for the rest of 2023. So that'll be giving us a lot of time to really reflect on our practical life, right? Really figuring it out, really getting down to the root of whatever, to the matter, the root of the matter, right? So it's not going to be as turbulent. So yeah, you guys, that is all the astrology, and the cards are out. So let's go ahead and get into it. We have here, you know what, first I'm gonna roll some dice and see what the overall energy is giving for December. I'm actually gonna roll these for each element, and it's gonna be for the collective. And you know what? Wow, I'm up here talking, and I forgot cards for the water signs. So that's interesting. What is that? Water signs. We'll see what cards are coming out for y'all, because that's significant. Oh, okay, maybe y'all need two. I'm gonna let those two be there. What else? This self-care. All right, so let's see what these sites got to say for the collective energy for December, for the month of December. So we have Uranus in Capricorn in the third house. All right, so that is that. What was that deep? I don't know. So that is Uranus in Capricorn is like a radical change to the Uranus in Capricorn is like a tower energy for me, because Capricorn is a foundational energy and Uranus is like unexpected change, radical change, right? It's also about higher knowing, it's community, and that must be outside. It's community and helping the other, and humanitarianism, and you know, philanthropists. So okay, so there may be a lot of communication, conversations in reference to things of working together, right? To build something stronger, to build something long lasting, right? And working out whatever it is that just hasn't been working. This can be a familial thing, okay? And this is success in this, right? And it's going to be success coming in an unexpected way, you know. It could be a little turbulent trying to get there, like, but it's gonna take being clear in communication, you know, being very grounded in your communication and stable in that. This can also be unexpected changes in success in people who have small businesses. Okay. This can even be like children may be receiving new siblings. You may be having new siblings. Like, I don't know how old you are, if that's even a possibility for you. Okay, but basically this is like having a higher understanding of how things work better when you work together, right? So there may be a lot of group efforts. There may be something you had decided to do, right, with other people. And in this, it's bringing something unexpected, like, wow, I didn't expect this to happen like this, you know, kind of thing. This is also a change in perspective, a change in perception, a change in the way in which it is that you allow your mind to go, like the way in which so what you think you know is about to change with some truth that you were not aware of, right? That it's bringing a lot of strong grounding energy, right? This is us all collectively, right? So this is something that's happening with we could say with the world, right? Because Uranus is far off foreign places as well. And Capricorn this is like the succeeder, the success energy. These are both very, Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, Capricorn is the 10th house, 11th house, 10th house energies is like the world stage in a sense, because it is bringing forth, this is politics, right? That is we the people energy. Okay, this is the rules and regulations. This is the government, even, right? So it's a lot of radical communication within changes of laws, even, right? So some laws that have been really tight, maybe like dissipating, dissolving, like crumbling, things that we thought were going to be able to work, or that they thought were going to be able to work for some time. It's falling down in the sense that it's not working. There was no movement being brought forth. So in order for movement to be brought forth, all right, there is some radical change that's needing to take place. There is some, it's forcing a connection with God. It's forcing God to be brought into the picture. And I'm not talking about God utilizing the name of God in means of control. This is like, this is being in connection with the oneness of the collective consciousness of all, right? That if this does not serve one, if this does not serve everyone, then there is no way that this can work for one portion, right? So what else? Let's go ahead and get into these cards. I'll keep going. And I don't want this to be too long. All right, so let's see what cards the collective has. The Moon and Five of Voices. Yeah. Okay, so the first card we have coming out here is the Moon. All right, and with the Moon, this may be something being exposed, right? This is some clarity taking place. This is some illusion is being casted out by the truth, because we have Five of Voices here. This is the Five of Swords. Okay, so with that coming out together, to me, that is saying that there can possibly be some conflict with in reference to beliefs, right? And how things should be going, which route it is to take, right? But at the same time, it's like, okay, the illusions can no longer be cast. The truth is the only thing. The communication has to change. This is change in communication, for real. And it's like, it's dissolving everything, or anything that was trying to be cast as something as the truth, when in reality it is not. It has not been. Okay, so let's see. Oh, wow, yeah. So with the Moon, we have the Eight of Cups. All right, so this is walking away from like lies, like betrayals, walking away from things that are not authentic to us, right? So whether there has been any type of deception within ourselves, that's been leaving. Like anything that is not the truth is just totally not, it don't work here. All right, because with the Five of Voices, we have the Star card. Okay, and that's Gemini energy, Aquarius energy. Wow. Though that dice was like exact to what these cards are saying. It's like, because the Star card is Uranus, Aquarius energy. It's about the people, it's about wishes, fulfillments, hope. It's about, feeling good, and healing conflict, right? Healing, like, turbulence of the mind, right? This can be on a collective level of our own personal way of thought, what we believe, or if there had been any type of conflict in what it is that we needed as others. Like astrology might even be something that's coming forward, excuse me, in the forefront. there will be a lot of people really connecting with themselves, learning about themselves, right? Getting out of this space of feeling as if you don't know yourself, or you don't know what you want, or you don't know where you're going, right? That is gone, right? There may be some relationships that have or will separate, out of the fact that it has not been based in something real, something true, something tangible for real. It's like it's been like airy fairy, very illusory. It hasn't been authentic to who it is that we truly are, right? And this can be friendships, this can be work relationships, this is giving strong work energy, right? So people might be like, fuck this job. I ain't doing this no more. Like, or perhaps there may even just be changes within your job that you are finding that suit you better, out of the fact that there may have been somebody higher up, right, that have been trying to cap off the budget, in a sense, for the benefit of their own bonus. My husband used to work for a company who had a supervisor who used to be doing stuff like that. So that is totally possible. And if that place was still open, I'm sure she would still be working there. But because she was a tyrant. Anyways, so tyrants are leaving out of the picture, right? So where we have been having problems with people who it is that we work with, right? We are moving into this space of grace, right? Moving into a space of clarity, of truth, of oneness, all right? Getting out of this conflicting ability to connect, to communicate, to feel what another person is going through. It may be a lot of psychic connection, a lot of telepathy taking place, right? Long distance communication through that way, even through our dreams. Our dreams are going to be very healing for us during this time. So what else is here? And then we have the rising, right? So this is coming up out of, right? This, for some, what I'm getting is that some of us may be really connecting with our literal rising, our ascendant signs within our astrology. So really connecting with the way that the world sees us, because that's what the ascendant is, that's what the rising is, right? Really being willing to be seen in that operational space of being whatever that sign is, so this is also coming up out of the dirt, right? Rising above the pettiness, rising above the falsehoods, okay, rising above the lies, the deception, and the light is being shown, like it's a blooming, a blossoming of a multitude of things. I'm feeling a strong connection with the divine here, with this energy. What else is here? Divine lineage. So this card speaks about I am my sister and my sister is me, right? So that's more collective energy, but this is also ancestral, right? So this is like our ancestors have been, in a sense, working together to help us get to this point, to help us free and liberate ourselves by some means, like as a collective, as a unit, right? So that we can be able to be and do, because the star is about autonomy, it's about freedom, right? It's about being able to be yourself, right? And the five of voices with the star, granted, some may be feeling conflicted with being oneself, but more than anything, this is a coming out of this with this Eight of Cups energy, right? And it's like a healing that's taking place here, a really deep rooted healing, okay? Routines, habits, those things are changing as well. Thing that is serving us in a way that is helping us rise, right? So the morning time may be very important for us collectively as well. rising with the sun, okay? Maybe it's cold where I am, so being near the beach may not necessarily be an ideal kind of thing. All right, but getting near water, near a lake as well will be helpful. Finding balance within oneself, right? And then we have I am safe. This is Cancer energy. All right, so we are safe. There is nothing. What I'm also getting is a returning home to oneself. It's like a soul retrieval is taking place. This is like a rising out of the darkness, a coming out of the shadows, taking off the blindfolds, seeing the truth for what it is, but also trusting what it is that one cannot see, right? And going forward and letting things be as they are and knowing that everything will work out as necessary as time goes by, okay? And it's a good time to clean, tidy up. This as the seasons change and all those whatnot. My son came in here and asked me, I didn't call him. Made it seem like I needed something. Okay, so tidy up. So maybe you want to give some things away. Maybe you want to go through some old mail and get rid of things. Maybe you need to throw out some old receipts. Okay, maybe you're just needing to organize some paperwork, get some things in alignment for where it is that you are manifesting, like, and it's like making room for abundance to come into your life, literally into the home, right? This is like a working together. Karmic cycles are ending. Organizing. Maybe you also need to clean out your phone. Okay. Delete stuff, old pictures, old writings. All right. Perhaps you also are seeing that, like, you know how sometimes we have those spaces where we just throw in stuff like that might need to be tidied up, and you might find something you weren't expecting there, right? Something that triggers some sense of nostalgia within. All right. What else? Yeah, so that is it, you guys, for the collective. All right, so y'all let me know how y'all feeling those messages. We are going to go ahead and move on to the fire signs. All right, I'll see y'all in just a moment. Okay, what's up, fire signs? So we're about to go ahead and get into your December reading. So we're going to roll some dice first. See what messages it is that are coming out for you. The moon in Aquarius in the third house. The third house in Aquarius is very popular, all right, this month of December. So fire signs, there is, it's more of the same thing. It's like I'm getting a lot of working together in the home. This may be like support within the family, okay? This can also be some changes, you know, radical, unexpected changes within the family, within somebody maybe getting pregnant around you as well, like an unexpected pregnancy. There could also be a need to detach your way of thinking, or perhaps even just changing your way of thinking, like needing to establish a head and heart balance in a different way. Okay, it's like what I'm seeing is that your goals are being met. Okay, wherever it is that you're moving forward towards. Okay, there could also be some distance between your siblings, and you may just really be thinking about them, really missing them. All right, there may even be some travel to your siblings. There may be just some travel in general. This is the holiday season. We have Christmas coming up. We got the New Year right after that. All right, so maybe you're making plans to spend time with them. All right, maybe there is some new work it is that you're doing with friends. and it's bringing a lot of growth and movement in your life. This can also be a new understanding of yourself, of who it is that you are as well, and how it is that you've been going about communicating that in a different way, you know, coming from one space to another, right? So that it's like you're having a clear, very clear understanding of you, a clear understanding of your family, a clear understanding of what has influenced you, right? And how that has cultivated the way in which it is that you think, right? Or what you think you know, what you think, what you believe to be the truth, if that's the truth or not. Is it the truth? I don't know. You're about to find out, you know. This is also you learning something, right? Something of a on a quantum level, right? So quantum basically is everything existing at one time, right? So where there is sickness, health is already existing there. It's all in a matter of connecting with it. It's all in a matter of believing it, all in a matter of understanding it, right? So that may be taking place, maybe some quantum meditations, okay? 2-point meditation. I don't know if you ever heard of that. If not, look it up. Okay, this may be you getting into astrology, and astrology really helping you, really supporting you, all right, and thriving and moving forward, all right, feeling very nurtured by this as well, right? And this is like a radical change within your heart space. Also having a lot of fun in this month, and really just enjoying life. Like everything seems really light, really effortless for you. And that's the thing about, you know, I mentioned the quantum. That's the thing about it. It makes things easy. It is easy. Okay. It is the most easy. I don't know if y'all ever got into that, but I will share some videos on just quantum healing very soon, and hypnotherapy and all that. But for now, let's stay focused. Okay, so um, you may be having some very healing dreams, right? That's helping you catapult forward into your in your waking life as well. There may be something new, or there may be careful when you're driving this month. Okay, there could be some unexpected I don't know, something unexpected when it comes to vehicles, right? Something unexpected when it comes to movement. But I do feel a lot of travel taking place to and with people that you love, right? And this could even just you being connected with your ancestors by some means. Aquarius is very ancestral for me. I'm not sure why, but when I do, I'll let y'all know. But yes, may just be connecting with ancestors on the astral realm. All right. But the third house also is about immediate family. So it can be very strong in the ancestors, like a healing of, it's just, I'm really getting a strong awakening about who you are, right? You see yourself very differently this month. Like you're closing out the year, like, what was I thinking? It's okay. I needed to think, like I needed to have been thinking that then. Okay, so let's see what cards came out for you guys. Wow, yeah, like I said, y'all gonna be having a lot of fun. So we have the 3 of emotions here. All right, and we have the Sun card. So this is a lot of celebration, fire signs, either you or somebody around you. This is strong baby energy, like pregnancy energy. I don't know. So outside of that, this is like feeling very joyful, feeling very at home, feeling very connected with those around you. Lots of things to celebrate about, right? Having success and a lot of growth within yourself, within relationships as well, you know, with your children too. Okay. It's just like a blossoming, a blooming in your confidence, and feeling very Okay, so it's triple goddess energy, but more so thinking like the triad, the mother, father, child within, right? It's like a judgment is happening. You've answered the call of something of yourself, of your heart, and it's moving you forward, right? In what it is that you're wanting, right? What you're trying to create. The sun is about creation. Okay, you are literally soul expressing yourself from a very uh loving and gentle place. Like, it's not a force, it's not egoic, it's not manic, or this is it's really fluid. All right, it's really trusting, and there is a lot of giving here, a lot of freedom as well, in being yourself, being who it is that you are. Okay. Okay. So this may be a month that you're wanting to get into the cycles of the moon and the cycles of the sun, right? So if you are into any type of like conjuring or spell work using the cycles of the moon, and I'm not just talking about new moon, full moon kind of thing, like waxing gibbous moon, first quarter moon, last quarter moon, waning moon kind of thing, getting into that in the cycles of the moon, of the sun. The sun cycles within a day, so this helps things come quickly, helps understandings come quickly. Okay, so those are some things you may want to focus on to help you move forward within this. Okay, it's really some new beginnings taking place for you. Like, an old way of being is being washed away, it's being cleansed and really healed, like from a very deep space within you. And this may be happening with other people, like even your relationships are being healed as well. There may be, in your relationships, your love relationships, there may be like a lot of fun, a lot of celebration, a lot of romance taking place, like, just having a good time, like loving on one another. Maybe it's a lot of dates happening, bottles popping. I don't know what you do. However you live your life and it feels good for you, that's what's going on. Okay, so let's see what else is here, y'all. So what's coming out with the three of emotions is the lovers. All right, so this is working together with others. This is like, I'm feeling you celebrating yourself as well, wow. Just really being able to, I said something about quantum healing, right? And in this particular deck, the Lover's card, it speaks about being at two places in one time. And that is a lot about quantum healing, being able to experience two facets of yourself in one space, right? Knowing that these two places exist, right? But allowing what is good, what is love, what is right for you to overcome anything else, so that the information can come in and allow the healing to take place, so that the growth can take place in ways that you really don't understand, right? So it's not necessarily about you knowing, but allowing, right? So this full moon coming up in Gemini may be very pivotal for you fire signs. Okay, and bringing, may just be having a lot of fun, a lot of connection. Okay, helping you make some decisions about your life and where you're going moving forward. And with the sun, we have the Hermit clarifying this. Yeah, see that? Yeah. Okay, the Hermit. So with the Hermit, this is, you really reflecting. Okay, you found your light. This is speaking that your light is truly coming from within. There is no falseness within this. Like, there with y'all, there it's not happening. It's like if you have learned how to utilize your will in such an efficient way, I wouldn't be surprised if your manifestation capabilities come out in a way that just like shocks you, surprises you, like, oh wow, I didn't know I was capable of this, right? And this is time spent healing. This is time spent choosing to love yourself, right? And coming to this space of trust of yourself, of knowing of yourself, and recognizing and realizing that you are capable, you're able to make it happen. Yeah, and we have resilience. And with resilience coming out here, this is just speaking about you needing to be flexible. Because things are not going to take place in whatever way that you think they're going to take place, but you are going to succeed in it, right? So it's like you got to trust the process. I don't want to be like, oh, you got to be strong kind of thing, but more so of recognizing resilience is not about breaking your back. Resilience is not about sacrifice. Resilience is about knowing that you have the ability to withstand whatever it is that comes about within your reality, within your life, within you, right? Whatever emotions, whatever mental states that bring a lot of chaos within your life and your world, and you can get through that. You can move through that. Like, it's nothing wrong with being resilient. And I'm saying that because I heard of it. I watched this video the other day, because it's the whole soft era thing going on right now. I don't have nothing wrong with that. I spent like 6 years of my life cultivating and reconnecting with my softness within. And what I know is that what is becoming, all right, what's out here is becoming a trend, which I'm going off, but okay. When things become a trend, know that they won't last. And if they are a trend, there's a lot of things that are false within them. It's no true rooted way of being within it. It's just a surface level way of grasping straws, right? So when I say that, in this video, she was talking about, she in her soft era, and she tired of having to be resilient, but we need resilience. You have to be choosing to be resilient is a form of softness, right? It is a form of a choice is feminine. It is soft. And choosing to be resilient and stand in what you are choosing, right? Because that's all resilience really is. It's choosing to stand. It's not about breaking your back. It's not about strong arming or muscling up the strength to do something. It's like, it's ease. This is what I'm doing. Oh, I gotta go here. Let me go here, right? The wind is blowing me here. Okay, I'm good. I can go there with no conflict, with no chaos. All right. So, what else is here? And we have Oshun of fearless love. All right. So there is a lot of abundance coming to you all this December. This may be needing to stand true to your ability to love, how you love, what it is that how you're going about trusting that it's okay to love in the way in which it is that you do, who you love even. Okay. Knowing that you are love, you are being loved, all right, and you are love. We are all love, right? So it's a lot about success and loving oneself and seeing the light within you and the truth of who it is that you are, all right, and manifesting from this place, right? Being very strong within and confident in knowing that beauty will lead you true. It is okay for things to be beautiful. It is necessary for things to be beautiful, okay? And then we have, this camera, y'all, is new. Okay, we have I am sacred. All right, so know that what you want, what you say, it goes, right? You're making your choices from a place of that's an untouchable kind of space, All right, that is a magical type of space. That is, I'm not doing this because it does not align to me kind of space, or I am doing this, I chose this because this is who I am. And just because you do not see that, that does not mean it's not true. Maybe it's not true for you, right? So that in some reference, it is true, because for you, it's not true for me. But for me, this is real, right? That thing. And self-care is read. All right. So maybe you're reading a good book that aligns with you. Maybe you just getting in there with your shadows, okay, and working them out so that you can connect with that light within yourself, source within you. All right, connecting with the divine within you, and really focusing on yourself. All right. Okay, fire signs, those are your messages. I hope that they serve you this December. Let me know how y'all feeling about that, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye for now. What's up, fire signs? How are you? All right, so let's go ahead and roll these dice. See what messages that are coming out for you all at this time for the month of December. Okay, air signs. Y'all have some different energy here, which I like to see. I like when all the elements have different things going on. Okay, so Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, we have Jupiter and Taurus in the first house. So Jupiter and Taurus in the first house, this is basically an expansion of yourself, like growth. You may be very magnetic during December and receiving a lot of attention. Okay. You may be having a lot of opportunities come your way as well. Your looks may be changing in some way. Your health may be changing in some way, but in like a good way. You know, this is something that is like grounded in something very desired. All right. Who you are expressing yourself as may be coming off in a much more grounded way as well, like in a bigger way. You may be choosing to be bigger, okay? You know, and really just saying like, yes, this is what I'm gonna do. All right, this is how I want my hair to look. This is the kind of clothes I want to wear. Okay, this can also be about you really expanding on your beliefs about yourself, even really coming into like this very strong sense of self-worth and value in a way that you have yet to. Okay, it can be something new. Yeah, so you also may be learning something new in reference to your personal self-worth. You could even be teaching something in along the lines of worthiness of self or manifestation, perhaps, in when it comes to being oneself. You may be tapping into that energy as well. There may be some new beliefs it is that you're about to start working with when it comes to you. Right, your I amness. I am this, I am that, I am beautiful, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich. Shit, I am that bitch. That is what that Jupiter in Taurus energy is in the first house. You know, really just being, it's a lot of, it's like ego energy, but like good ego. But it may be subtle at the same time, because although Jupiter is big and exasperated, Taurus is a subtle kind of present energy. You know, it's like you see me, but I didn't have to say anything. It's the same way in reference to your ability to attract a thing, right? You may also be taking, you may be traveling. All right, some like individual kind of travel, something that's very healing for you, something that makes you feel grounded, something that is very valuable, and something that you're investing in. Like it may be an investment of travel for you. You may be investing in something new, like home possessions, a new car, or something like, I don't know, maybe you investing in a private jet. Oh, because that's Jupiter and Aquarius energy for me. Um, and this can also be investing. Maybe you're planning some trips, right, for the future, something during the springtime, something when the season is warmer, and the sun is at its peak. Um, and this may be a solo trip. That doesn't necessarily mean, no, this is you not doing this with anyone. This is a solo kind of thing. You may even decide like, um, I want to teach, and this teaching that I want to do it by myself. You may also be about to go back to school or go to school. Maybe you were just going to school, right? And doing something that you really love, something that you really desire, something that is truly true to you, right? It's like something that comes natural to you. That's like an everyday, it's almost a hobby for you, but you are, um, in a sense, making it your life. You're making it all about you. Like yeah, yeah. There may be some things going on with your head, perhaps. Um, Maybe it's like, and when I say your head, I mean like headaches, or it could be like ascension symptoms, basically, you know, of the mind's expanding, you connecting with God for real in your body. And that's why it's feeling that way. You're connecting with your higher self, right? And it's a lot of information it is that's coming through you. All right. And it um may be affecting you in a way that um may make you think it's a need to be concerned, when in reality it's not. It's a passing thing. Um if you decide to do like any type of healing work in your body, of the blood will be good. You might also want to strengthen your lower body, strengthening your legs. Maybe you want to do some glute exercises. All right, your thighs, your calf muscles. It's like the lower part of your body is really needing strength at this time. Maybe you want to get into some running, or some power walking. Maybe you want to do the stairs. Maybe if you got stairs in your house, maybe you want to run up and down those like 5 times. All right, 5 times each way though. Okay. So, like a stairmaster kind of thing, but you can do it inside your home. All right. Um, because air signs, I see you getting real fine. All right, being real like voluptuous. Okay. So let's see what these cards saying for y'all. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's very interesting. What was that for? Whatever the last reading it was I did, air signs had a lot of water energy, and y'all have that again. The first card that's coming out is the Four of Emotions. So this is a lot about self-awareness. And it's interesting because what is also coming out here is the Six of Emotions. All right, so that is about like inner reflection. There may be a lot of inner reflection taking place this month in December for you. Both of these women, they are looking kind of sad in a sense. One of them is holding her head, and the other one, she's just kind of looking off in like a way of longing. Like, so perhaps there's something that you're really desiring, right? But um what I'm seeing is emotional fulfillment taking place for you by way of seeing yourself for who it is that you are, right? Maybe there has been something that you have been, maybe in a sense, what I'm getting is you've been sleeping on yourself, right? You have not been letting yourself be big, go big. And now you are, right? There was some inner child healing that's needing to take place. That's going to be processing for you through this time. All right. And this is going to bring you to like these relationships. It is that you want these, it's like you've been praying for this type of thing. Ooh. This is something that you've really been deeply wanting for some time now. Maybe there seems like there's some reconciliation taking place. It's like a lost. What I'm getting is that there was a relationship that you really enjoyed that meant a lot to you, and it paused. It was gone, um, and it's coming back for you. But that's only taking place out of the fact that you chose to do the healing that was needed in order for the connection to realign. Others, I'm getting that this is just something that's happening within you, right? You're reconnecting with the spirit itself within, right? You are feeling good about life again, having a reason to celebrate again, having a reason to love again. Yep. Yep. See, okay, so we have, come on, camera. This is the Queen of Coins, y'all, with the Four of Emotions. And so with the Queen of Coins, this is, the Queen of Coins, she don't do a lot. So this month is not very, it's not very active. I was saying about like you just attracting things. Things are just coming to you. You just being in this space and you like, I don't want that, so I'm not accepting that. I'm not doing more. That does not work for me anymore, right? Because the Four of Emotions is also that card that comes after in the traditional tarot. I like to see it as the drunken stupor, the night after, the hangover state, right? So it's like, I'm not doing it anymore. That's blocking my energy. That's blocking my ability to create, to receive, okay, for me to be rich, for me to be abundant. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not sitting there in this space of woe is me. Like, I'm not a victim, right? I don't have to drown out who it is that I truly am or what it is that I want, because I am capable, I am able, and I am worthy. I am worthy. Maybe that's your affirmation, air signs. I am worthy. And then what's coming out with the Six of Emotions is the Princess of Coins. All right, so you making a decision, you finding some balance within your practical life, within your day-to-day goings ons, right? Finding having this really new understanding about yourself and starting out on this new path of what it is going to take for you to come into that Queen of Coins energy, right? It's already within you. It's already here, and you're gaining the self-awareness of that. You're learning that, you see that, you are going within to connect with this, and the healing of these old things, like reconnecting with the sweetness, the innocence within you is really allowing you to have this new start with your life, right? Creating a new reality for real. All right. Connecting with all parts of yourself, not leaving anything out, not feeling like you gotta hide. Like, I don't have to hide how I feel. It's fine for me to be me. All right. Let's see what else is here. Y'all, This is the youth. Okay. It's really, y'all really connecting with y'all sense of inner innocence, internal innocence. Okay, this is what this is about. And it's about that active state. Maybe some of you guys are connecting with your children more. If you have a son, there may be some new things coming forward with him. You know, but this can just be that masculine active principle of your inner child, and you having fun with life, enjoying life, going big, right? Knowing that the wind is beneath your wings and it's possible, you are capable and you are able. All right. And knowing that what you want, what you desire is accessible to you, right? And trusting the process, having this sense of internal youthfulness that is drawing, that is attracting to you what you need, like your active state of youthfulness is possibly the trigger in your ability to be magnetic, right? To be in that Queen of Coins energy. Okay, because the Queen of Coins, she knows that she doesn't have to work hard for anything. Like everything is just going to come to her. She's a giver and a receiver on all levels. For me, the coins energy involves everything. All right, that's fire, air, and water, right? So her emotions are good. She connected to spirit, she connected to her truth, and her mind is aligned. It is in alignment with her assignment. Okay, so let's see what else is here. Yeah, we have the wounded healer here, Sekhmet. So Sekhmet, yeah, maybe I want to get in touch with Sekhmet. She's all about protection. All right, but in this deck, she is about being the wounded healer. So with this is you no longer you cannot put yourself, you were putting yourself first. This is not put this video keep dragging. Okay, this is not about putting yourself last anymore, right? This doesn't mean that you can't be there for people how you have been, but you can no longer sacrifice yourself for the means of another, for the health and well-being of another. Like you got to be on point. You cannot give from an empty cup, right? And that has a lot to do with, so Chiron is going into retrograde this month when we have the Capricorn new moon. So at the end of the month, things may start you moving very quickly for you. That youth card is very Aryan energy for me, because Aries is the first fire sign, and fire is masculine energy. Okay, so this is a healing of the identity that has taken place, right? First house energy. First house is also about innocence. This is like new life coming in. Okay, so y'all really wanting to it's a very sensual time for you. So getting connected with your senses. And this is your bodily senses and your other senses, all right? Your clair senses, your psychic senses, your intuitive senses, okay? And doing what it is that you need to do so that you can let the healing take place in the way that it truly needs to take place, right? Because sometimes we get into a space of healing, right? And we think we're going deep, but it be very surface. It be so surface, and that's nobody's fault. But right now, that's the trend, right? Spirituality has become a trend, and if we get caught up in the trending of things, everything, it becomes surface and distorted, right? So what I'm getting is that those distortions are clearing, are leaving. You are very much so getting in tune with something very ancient within yourself, right? Something very hidden within yourself that is catapulting you to a very healed inner child kind of space. Maybe there's even some healing that you were wanting or needing to take place when it comes to your children by scenes. This camera keep dragging, y'all. I wonder how it's going to look when it play back, but okay. Yeah, so the next card is I am curious. So again, this energy is so much about innocence for you, because that is what curiosity is. It's like, you know, children be curious, like, what's that? Can I touch that? That's hot. What it tastes like? Give me some. You know, very innocent by nature. Okay. And being open and willing to see what is there. What do you not know? Are you willing to know what you don't know? Are you willing to understand that you don't know everything, right? Because if you did, you wouldn't be here. This is a school, this life here. All right. If you knew, you wouldn't be here. So self-care for you is crystal work. So connect with crystals to help you. So when you're feeling certain ways and everything, maybe you need to get you a crystal book, all right, and see what will help you with where it is that you are, right, with what you're feeling. Maybe you want to put your crystals out underneath the moon to cleanse them if you use those, if you already have some. Perhaps you are wanting to build you a crystal grid. Grid was powerful. All right, it's powerful. Okay, my air signs. So those are your messages. I hope that they bless you. Let me this camera. Give me a second. Recording progress. Okay, yes. Let me know in the comments, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye for now. Hey there, my earth signs. So we are going to get into your December message. Hold on. Okay, earth signs. So let's go ahead and get into your messages for December. Okay, start using this new camera. We're gonna see it keep doing something. All right, but we're gonna see. Somebody probably tried to call me because it's connected to my phone. Either way, let's get into these messages. So you have the South Node in Aquarius in the 8th house. So with that, let me do something real quick. Okay, wow. Okay, so I just had to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. And it's interesting because you got South Node in Aquarius in the 8th house, and the 8th house is about intimate relationships and connections. And Aquarius is about detachment. Aquarius is a relationship energy, but it's not the type of relationship energy where you're feeling responsible for another person, whereas the 8th house is that, and the South Node is here. So maybe you are needing to let go. Maybe you have been very separated or distant in reference to your relationships, because you may just be really good at having close bonds and being like, you know, type of thing, just distant. I'm gonna use myself for example because I have a lot of planets in Capricorn, but when it comes to my relationships, why did I say I had a big, why was it important for me to say that I have a lot of planets in Capricorn? I don't know. Either way, oh no, what I meant to say is my 7th house is in Aquarius, right? So with that, like when I'm with the people who I love, like yes, that is everything. But if I'm not around somebody, like I'm not thinking about them. You know, I'm not wondering about them unless like I get some type of nudge in reference to them, or if someone brings them up, then I'm thinking about them, or I'm wondering how they're doing, kind of thing. But outside of that, like I don't be thinking about people. It's like an out of sight, out of mind thing. It's very much so that for me, and that is Aquarius in the 8th house, you know, and with the South Node there, um, it's a lot of, but it's more, even more so in like an intimate way. So this can be you living with someone, right, and showing up like that. This could be you being in this space of you know, having this intimacy, but just being very detached. And with South Node here, this is like, okay, it's time to let that type of operation go. Like, it's more of a hindrance. Like, there is something good within that. It's good that you can not be codependent, right? But at the same time, for this to be coming up, it must not be helping you in some sense. Yeah, because what's facing me is the moon in Libra in the 7th house. So it's like spirit is saying you need to be more of a partner. You need to be more, have more of a partnership here that may be needing some more romance, some more closeness, some more, you know, because the opposite of Aquarius is Leo, and Leo loves to be loved upon, you know, all the time. Like you can be in a Leo's face all the time and they kind of be okay with that until they just, you know, need some time to themselves, but they will come back to you and be in your face and be around you and all those things. But with the South Node here in Aquarius, it's saying like, yes, you are really great at not feeling the need to depend on another person, but when it comes to 8th house, it's very union energy, right? Because you share stuff here. This is other people's money. This is shared resources, right? This is the people who you have children with. Okay. This is like banks and institutions and people loans, but this is also about debts, right? So you're probably needing to pay a lot more attention to your debts this month and clearing those things up, bringing light to that, because Aquarius is the type of energy to like just look over all that kind of stuff. Granted, I'm not saying that Aquarius are not responsible. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is that it's easy to bypass that energy, right? So there may be some loans that are needing to be taking place, that are needing to be paid back, right? This can even be speaking about something of the past coming up in reference to intimate relationships, even some type of communication. And this may have something to do with old intimate friendships, right? And that coming back up and trying to like either rectify itself. Maybe there's some healing that's trying to take place. Maybe there's some based conversations that's taking place here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. It can be some endings. This is a big ending energy. South Node, 8th house. Okay. It's like forgiveness in a sense. Maybe what I'm getting is like some stepping out kind of energy. Even like some type of betrayal, a hidden enemy type of thing took place. And like maybe some clarity is happening here, and letting the past go, by letting bygones be bygones. Okay. But there is some really deep healing taking place. It's like some transformation that is taking place within your goals, like whatever it is that you thought you were going to do, for the long run, a long term kind of thing, that may be changing. Like your old plans may be being thrown out in a sense, or they just may be changing for the better. Like you may be connecting with them from a higher perspective, right? You may, through having connected with yourself. It's more ancestor energy here. So there may be some ancestors trying to communicate with you as well, especially on the astral realm. it's a lot of Aquarius energy during this December. Like it's a lot about autonomy and being oneself. Like, so you know how to be yourself within a relationship with anyone, right? And that's a great thing. But something's coming in trying to teach you how to go with the flow and be a union, be in closeness, be in connection, be in oneness within your union, be in a God reflection within your intimate relationships, right? Because anytime we connect, this is an opinion for me, anytime we connect with someone, it's a reflection of God, right? We are seeing God. Sure, we are seeing a reflection of ourselves, but in that is seeing God too, right? Because we are made in the image of. Okay, so this may also have to do about you learning to see another person as in the perfection it is that they are. And there may be something in reference to judgment that's needing to be let go here. All right. Because this is all fixed energy. So you may for a long time may have only been seeing things in one way, having this perspective that it was outdated for real, a perspective that didn't serve, that has not been one to bring any growth, any movement. Okay. And in a sense, it may have been blocking your manifestations, been blocking your ability to be able to, I don't want to necessarily say attract, but just create for real. To have a good time, to enjoy what it is that you have. All right. But if you've been holding on to too many thoughts, too many perceptions of a way in which something should be, should go, nothing has to be any kind of way, right? Outside of however a person wants it to be, right? But this has a lot to do with other people involved. This is not just a you energy. So let's see what these cards are saying here. Ain't that something? All right, so we got the Death card. So like I said, the Death card is 8th house energy. Transformations taking place, a rebirth is happening, and it's happening within your emotions, right? You may have been very disconnected. This is a 5 of emotions. All right, there may have been some disappointments, some hurt, some pain, but that is changing by some means. Like this Capricorn new moon may be a good moon to work under for you. Because there's something in that. It's something in reference to your shadows that has been a block when it comes to the change taking place within your world. This is a lot about your magnetism. This is about your attractiveness. I said I didn't want to say that, but here we are. Okay. This is about you being able to feel, right? But feeling what's really real and not feeling something based off of some old perception, some old outdated beliefs. Like it's like maybe something happened within your intimate relationships that like really weighed you down. Like you lost all hope in being able to have what you want, connect how you want, love how you want. But what I'm also getting is there's going to be a transformation taking place. It's like a big change is happening here. Like your intuition, you're coming online. It feels like within your intuition in a way that you haven't. Like because it's something that's blooming, that's blossoming. You are coming out of this cocoon that you have been in. All right. Please beware of the false light. That's been coming up a lot too through all these readings, like the trends and all that. Like stay away from the false light. And that perhaps the false light may have been the reason why you have been having the issues in reference to the relationship things, right? I don't know what you've been learning, what you've been taking in. And this, granted, this could just have been the false light within you, right? Maybe you are coming from this space. Maybe you maybe you have been trying to manipulate something in a way to go your way and it didn't. So it brought you to this space of heartbreak, heartache in a sense. And but that's changing, like there's some healing taking place with that. What else is here? Yeah. Wow. All right. So the transformation that's taking place here, we have the Queen of Cups. All right. So you are really coming into this intuitive center. All right. Really connecting with your divine feminine energy. For the women here, definitely connect with your moon cycles. There's something in that for you, because death in itself is a cycle. A cycle in this particular card is a cycle of a rebirth, right? So in the Five of Emotions is being clarified by, again, the Death card. So we have the Death card happening here twice. All right. So there is something big ending. There may be something ending that is something ending within you, or something ending within your relationships that may be very heartbreaking in a sense for you. Something that you thought was going to last, you may see that it may not necessarily be able to work out in the way in which it is that you wanted to. On the other hand, what I'm seeing is that there's something that's being raised from the dead, literally. There's like some new life. It's a rebirth taking place, right? There's some transformation. It's like you've learned the law when it comes to your fate, right? So, recognizing that your fate is totally controllable, that you have the ability to make fate into what you want it to be based off of how you respond to the things that take place in your life, right? Because everything is a ripple effect. So this is a transformation from, so it's like the Death card was clarified, the Queen of Cups, saying that you're transforming into, you're rebirthing into this Queen of Cups. And the Five of Emotions is the death that's happening, right? It's the change that's happening, the change of emotions, this change of the state of feeling, the change in your connection or lack thereof to your intuition, right? To your heart space. It's a lot of heart healing taking place here. What else is here for my earth signs? That's interesting. So we have hell here coming out for you guys. All right. So for me, that is speaking about growth. Maybe you have been feeling like you have been in this emotional state of hell, right? And it just seemed like it was one thing after another thing after another thing. And it's just like, when is this going to end? When is it going to end? Is it ever going to be over? Right? But it's ending. It's taking place, and you're realizing this based off of the fact that you see that you can't be disconnected from your relationships in the way that you thought you could. It's not going to allow you to have, in some way, it's not healthy. I think I said that at the beginning. It's not healthy, but there's a growth taking place, growth from out of this darkness. There's a deep sense of growth happening within you when it comes to your shadow. Because that's what all this is some shadow shit that's been going on that you, I don't know, maybe in the background thought was an okay thing to be operating in, but in reality, like, nah, you cold. You're a cold motherfucker. Like, that is giving that kind of vibe. And it's just like, has hell been hot enough for you? Right? You so cold, you've been sitting here letting this operate in mold in your life, in just in troublesome situation after troublesome situation and it's been an emotional thing, it's been internal. Like, you probably haven't even been talking to anyone about this, and if you have been talking to anyone about this, they may have been commiserating with you. Check that. All right, what else is here? Sacred lust. Yeah, definitely about relationships. It feels good to feel good. So you're learning that it is the connection that feels good, right? That it is safe for you to want what you want, to be pleased how you want to be pleased, to feel how you want to feel. Okay. And you may be coming out of, maybe you have been really into your feminine energy, right? And now connecting, finding some balance between the feminine and the masculine, because these are the only two masculine, this is the only two masculine energies here, these two men, her two men, okay? Because everything else here is feminine. Even hell is feminine, it's the darkness, all right? Persephone is the goddess of the underworld, right? So, and spring does not bloom until she comes back up. So those are things to think about. What is the personal power here? Right? You have, I am responsible for my life. So you're crowning yourself. You're recognizing and seeing that you are in control of how things go, how things flow, right? So if you have been in this space of, it seems like you've been trying to control things in a very unhealthy way. And that may have, you know, there may have been some secrets here. There may have been a lot of mind games here, right? Trying to utilize. It's like in a sense you're trying to utilize your wits to make something happen and it backfired or something. That's for somebody, I don't know who. But and this could be someone who was juggling two men, or having many lovers kind of thing, and that did not pan out for you. It just seemed to bring more and more bullshit your way, but you're learning, I'm responsible for my life. It doesn't have to be like this. Like, I'm manifesting this from this place of these old disappointments, right? Because it's nothing wrong with having multiple lovers, but if you're trying to do that in a way that is from an old space of being, like especially from where you were wounded, then it's going to create more hell. It's going to just bring hellish situations. On the flip side of things, for those who are not experiencing that or anything of that way, it's like you were trying to use your wits you're trying to use your mind to deal with an emotional situation, to deal with a relationship, maybe a hurt in a relationship, and it just kept attracting more and more relationships to you that were not healthy, right? And you're seeing like, damn, I did this. I am responsible for my life. I can take control of this. I can stop trying to control things. I can stop trying to mentally fix things, and either suppressing my emotions, right? My hurt feelings, or utilizing my emotions to manipulate. Okay, so what's the self-care here? Nature. So go sit you out, go sit by some water. Go journal while you out in the grass. All right, it's cold where I am. So I don't know where are y'all watching this from, but on the days when it's nice and the sun is out, or perhaps you like the cool air, however it may be, go outside and get you some fresh air, some nature, some sun when the sun is out, okay? That's very interesting, earth signs. I didn't expect that, but you know, I mean, I know what this is for me, just some old stuff that hadn't been dealt with, okay? But all right, my graceful earth signs, those are your messages. I hope that they serve you in this month. Know that there is some very, very deep transformation taking place for you, okay? If there's anything that you are in control of, it's yourself and your life. Okay, so I'll talk to y'all soon. And yeah, let me know in the comments. All right, bye for now. What's up, water signs? So we're finally here with you guys for this December energy. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna roll these dice for you. See what's going on with you for this December. For my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So we have Saturn and Cancer in the 11th house. So, so there may be some new, or not new, you may be feeling very committed, very devoted to your cause, right? You may be finding a lot of discipline within what it is that in attaining your goals, right? So following your heart, but in a very structured manner. This can also be a listening to your intuition. Your intuition may even be feeling a little blocked, like maybe you're hesitating on doing something. This is like feminine friendship energy as well. So maybe there are some blockages that you're working through with your connections with women. This may be doing some work with women, literally, like in a group setting, and bonding, and really getting down to the dirt of the matter, the foundation, the root of the matter. All right. Really feeling like you can express yourself genuinely, authentically, like it, yeah. I want to say you feel safe to be vulnerable, but at the same time, it feels hesitant. Like, I don't know if I should. I don't know, but there may be some work. You may be doing some work on your vulnerability, especially when it comes to expressing yourself and what it is that you want for your life. Like you're meeting your goals, like gaining what it is that you desire, your freedom, your own inner nature, your autonomy. Maybe you feeling blocked in your relationships with women in being autonomous, being yourself by some means. And maybe you're doing the work to move through that, to work through that. There's some healing taking place with that. Saturn in Cancer is, very emotional, but not. Like you may be a little stoic in when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to the groups and organizations that you're in. You may be putting work before connection, in a sense. Or you may be just really committed to being emotional with people, with how you put yourself out there, with maybe you are feeling very heartfelt in helping others accomplish their goals, right? Or maybe there's someone coming through for you with that in that space. All right, there may also be some really radical positive changes in your relationships with women. Right, that's encouraging, and it's whatever work it is that you're doing within yourself. It's successful, that's for sure. Definitely successful. You may be working towards feeling more secure within yourself as well. There may be some things coming up with your mother or your family, the women in your family. You may be learning something about them. You may be seeing yourself in them in some way, and how that has blocked or restricted you from connecting. Maybe you, in a sense, maybe it's a lot about your independence, your sovereignty, your autonomy, and learning how to feel safe within that. Let's see. Making some decisions. Okay, so the first card that's coming out is the Two of Voices. So there is something that you are deciding on. Yeah, so it's not the emotional energy is like blocked in a sense, or maybe you just don't want to utilize that. Like just being very stoic, because we have the Two of Voices and the Queen of Voices. So this is both swords, right? So there, and she is looking at the Two of Voices. So you are definitely making a decision about something when it comes to what it is that you want to do, right? Especially when it comes to like your success, your stability within your life for real. And it's like, what are you going to choose? What are you going to do? And you may need to bring your emotions into this, bring some heart into this so that the peace can be found, right? I don't want to, you definitely, the Queen of Voices is not forcing a choice. She's just going to choose what it is that she has to choose, right? What is fair, what is unbiased. This is a decision that's being made that, and maybe that's why you can't be emotional within this, because this is a fair judgment. This is not a comparison, right? This is not, it's a fair choice. You know, it's not, I'm choosing this because it's like I'm choosing this because this is right. This is what works. This is what is needed. You know, you may even be making a decision about a relationship. Okay, and it feels a lot to do with work and how you're gonna go about that. Maybe it has something to do with who you choosing to work with, you know, and if you want to still work with these people, or if you want to take this opportunity, because it feels a lot like it kind of feels like you feel trapped within your ability to be yourself by some means. And perhaps how it is that you have been going about things haven't been working in the way that you want to. And it may be because you have been in the wrong element of how you've been trying to go about it, because the Saturn in Cancer is not really I don't want to say it's not prosperous, right? Because they both represent stability. Saturn is the opposite of Cancer, right? So this is kind of like bringing the vulnerability with the foundation. Okay, so it's a lot about figuring out where you're going, right? Where you're going, where you want to go, how you want to go about doing that, who you want to go about doing that with. What else is here? Yeah, it's a lot to do with women here with you. It's a lot to do with women. So we have the Moon card here with Two of Voices. So there's something that's some clarity that's coming about, like the illusion is coming, the mask is coming off, the veil is being lifted, right? Because it's almost like you got the world in your hand and you don't you it's like you got the world in your hand and you don't know where you want to land. You don't know where you want to land your plane. Okay. And but this for you is about working together with others. Okay. So what may be getting in the way? It feels like that there may have been some relationships that disappointed you in the past, and it has you in this conflicting energy when it comes to what it is that you want to do, right? But something's being illuminated for you. The truth is being revealed, and in that truth being revealed, you do come to a final decision. And the Nine of Wands is clarifying the Queen of Voices. So this is you finding success. It's success, but you are um it's success because you understand how things have to work from here on out, right? Especially when it has to do with work. It's like maybe at one time, and I mean, I get a water sign. I get the wanting to be emotional, wanting to do stuff with people that you love, and that just not being a thing that actually works sometimes, because people be judging. People be when um when people know you, they start to hang stuff over your head, right? It's like almost like, what's that word? I can't think of it right now. But it's almost like you're making a decision to work with others, possibly, but in a protective kind of way, right? Protecting yourself. You taking your time, you seeing through everything, you making sure that you're connecting, and trusting your intuition, trusting your foresight. All right. But it is successful, right? With what it is that you want, what you desire. Interesting. So we got sleep here. So, like I said, something's being illuminated. Something's being illuminated. There may be something in the home that you're coming, that some of you are gaining clarity on. Maybe something with moving. You've been trying to move, or perhaps there is. Oh Lord. Okay, so maybe there's someone that you have been connecting with, right? That you know, that you love, or something that you thought was on a different level, and you are realizing that that's not the case, right? That wasn't the case, and you kind of let your heart, and you worked with them, and it got in the way. All right. But it seems like you need some rest. December is a time of rest for you, because the Two of Voices is like, you need to pause for a second. Then the moon comes out, it's like, skirt, break. Nope. And Nine of Wands is a pause as well, right? So mm, so many words want to come out. It's like you're seeing that continuing to go forward in the way that you've been going forward is not going to move you. It's not going to manifest in the way that you want to manifest. Are you writing down your dreams? Do you have a dream journal? It's good to have dreams and know them at that time and everything. But if you keep a dream journal, you can go back to that weeks later. And when all the dreams have stacked up and you're reading it, it's going to show you a pattern. That's important. So maybe you need to see what the pattern is here. Maybe you need to pause so you can recognize what the pattern is here. Okay. But this feels a lot to do with connections, right? Like, why does this keep happening? And it's something that you have been asleep on, something that you haven't been clear about. But at the same time, it feels like you have kind of been overworking yourself. There is like no rest in the jungle is what I'm hearing. It's just like, what? We are not in the jungle. Take a nap. Sleep 8 hours. Like, what you doing? Do you think that the people not gonna be there when you get up? Okay, granted, I get it. Some of us have real jobs to go to, and we are on a schedule, right? I get that. But it's like, maybe you too focused. Maybe there's some type of escapism that's going on. Maybe you scrolling a lot. Maybe you watching a lot. Maybe it's some type of addiction, right, that you are needing to let go of, that is interrupting your sleep, right? Maybe there is a lot. Maybe you're just really in your head. But whatever it is, you are becoming awakened to something. Something is becoming very, very clear for you, and it's going to trigger you into doing some self-healing, some self-work, right? Because Lilith is in Cancer right now. So this definitely, Lilith is like dark feminine energy. All right. And with it being in Cancer, this is like toxic feminine, right? So maybe maybe you have been connecting in a dark feminine kind of way, right? And that involves like cunningness and manipulation and being sly and seductive, but in a way to get your way kind of thing, right? Those are just a few things. I mean, maybe you want to look into the dark feminine energy and see how that resonates with you. Maybe you want to look into Lilith. Where's Lilith in your chart natally? Okay, where do you have Cancer in your chart and where is this taking place for you? Let's see what else is here. Yeah, wow. Something's going on. So we have Jumbi, Mass, and Atete, worthiness. All right, so again, like you matter. All right, you matter, and it's safe for you to be seen. It's safe for you to be able to connect with people who see you, who want to see you. You know, or maybe there's someone around you who is wearing a mask. I don't know. This feels like some relationship energy, work energy. Maybe you haven't been being yourself. Either way, it's time to take off this mask. It's time to take off the mask. It's time to stop dealing with people who wear masks. Okay. Because if you are not being true to yourself, if you are not fully, your mask could simply be you not connecting with what it is that you really feel. What do you really feel? What do you really want? All right, because worthiness has a lot to do with desire. Okay, it has a lot to do with your needs as well, and your values and your investments. Okay, so are you doing what it is that you really want to do? Why are you doing what you do? Are you, is it really valuable to you? Is it really worth your time? Maybe it's and that's the decision it is that you're trying to make. Granted, you're gonna make the decision, right? But you're gonna have to wake up first. You're gonna have to wake up, and then you need to get some sleep because it feels like you're overworked as well. Like my entire back started hurting. I was fine these past 4 pounds that I've been pulling, and all of a sudden my back hurts. All right, so maybe you need a more comfortable chair. Maybe you are stressed out. Maybe the people you got to talk to every day get on your nerves and you think you got to do what you're doing. Maybe you feel like you got to work the system. All right, manipulate the system in order to get what you want. Maybe you feel like you got to do something that is not you in order to get what you want. Granted, it's great to expand, it's great to grow, but is that really valuable and worth your time? And know that if you're doing something that is not you, it's going to stop you from really attaining what it is that you want, because it's going to decrease your magnetism, your natural flow. What else is here? Personal power. Yeah, it's some change that has to happen. I embrace change. That's why my back hurts. Do you see she got this scale on her back? That is the places that my back was hurting, from up here to like my mid back. All right. And that is and it's interesting because the moon card here it represents the back of the head. So maybe you want to do some mirror work, and it feels like maybe you have something attached to you and it's weighing you down in a sense. It's like draining your energy, water signs. What's going on here? This has something to do with your mother or maybe the women in your family, and you are wearing a mask because you don't feel like you matter. But you got to make a decision. Maybe you're going back and forth about this, but you just got to take a break. You really got to take a break. You just need, can you just stop everything? Can you just stop? Is that possible? Can you stop your mind? Can you stop thinking? Can you stop judging? Can you stop seeing things through rose-colored glasses, and sometimes rose-colored glasses don't have anything to do with being delusional, right? It can be you seeing things in a way that they're completely not, and not in a, oh, I love this, but more in a kind of way, right? So it's like, where are you with it? Where's your sight? What is your eye set on? Are you connected? Have you been connecting? The patterns, the puzzle. We got puzzle here. Did I say something about trying to figure something out? A puzzle, a pattern? The pattern, I said something about a pattern. It's a cycle. It's definitely a cycle taking place here. Maybe, I think I told Pyle, what Pyle was that? Because you may need to go watch that video. Oh, it was the fire signs. I had said working with the moon and earth signs, working with your cycle, right? Connecting with your womb space, right? There may be some womb healing that's needs to take place. So when I talk about womb healing, I'm not talking about like drinking green juices and dandelion tea. I'm talking about like some ancestral womb healing. What's the pattern here? Where's this existing within you? Who is this reflecting? This mirror. Who is this reflecting? What is this subconsciously? What in your subconscious is manifesting here? Right? You're embracing change. It's going to change, but it's like you have to be willing to do the work. It's like whatever this is for you, if you don't do what needs to be done, it's just going to stay the same. And staying the same can either be, it's whatever you make it, right? It's whatever you write it as. It's not good, it's not bad, it's not anything. It's whatever you make it, you know? So if you want something different, you'll embrace change, you'll get out of the pattern, right? Maybe you want to do some puzzles for real, like sit down and do you a 500-piece puzzle, put that together for the month of December and see what you have learned at the end of that. All right, how you feeling? Why is my lip peeling? Whew, that's bothered me this whole video. All right, maybe you are worried about the wrong thing. Maybe you're worried about appearances. Maybe you are worried about being vulnerable. Okay, maybe you're worried about being seen as you are. What is it? Okay, are you willing to let that old skin die? What's happening here, water signs? Y'all been having some interesting readings, but I gotta go. All right, I love you guys. I hope that these messages bless you. All right, and yeah, if so, let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye.